Today we're gonna be showing you an acclimation video. If you ever receive one of these boxes from us, I'm sure you have. First thing you need to do is obviously open the box, have a set of tools. You're gonna need a turkey baster, pair of bone cutters, epoxy, some glue, a container with some water. So we just opened the box. First thing you're gonna see is our acclimation guide. Take some time to read it. Let's see what's in here. All right, we have one little frag. So first thing you're gonna do, you can cut it open or you can take the rubber band out, whichever one it is. In this case, since we have a rubber band, we're taking it out. There's one. So that will make it 3 of them. All right, so one of the things that you wanna do once you get a few of the corals in the container, I want you to grab the turkey baster, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna blow around and see some things come out. I don't want you to use any medicine when you first get the corals. I want you to understand that the coral's been traveling for anywhere from 20 to 30 hours once you get them. And the temperature's been fluctuating, they haven't had that much oxygen, no water movement. So the first thing is to get them as soon as possible out of the bag, put them in here, and I want you to start blowing with the turkey baster. And what you're looking is for anything unusual that it might come out of the plug. So as you guys can see, there's a little bit of dust. There's something that came out right there. I know that's a tomatella snail. It's something good for the tank, so I wouldn't worry about it. They look pretty good. There's no skin coming out of the corals. So as you guys can see, we're just blowing here and nothing is really coming out. We believe our corals are fairly clean. But one thing you're gonna see dust, and normally that's just little copypods running around. You wanna make sure that you're not seeing planaria, you're not seeing aptasias. If you decide to dip the coral, I suggest that you do it at least a day or two after you receive the corals and you put them into the aquarium. The reason for that, if you dip them right away, there's a good chance that the coral is going to end up receding or just taking a hit and not do well whatsoever. So wait a day or two, pull them back out of the aquarium, give them a dip. That's if you're suspicious. If not, me personally, I like to do a lot of observation with my own personal eyes, you know. Once you're done and you already blow the corals with the turkey baster, you make sure that there's nothing unwanted in there. You grab the corals, and what you're going to do is make sure they're not dripping too much water. You're going to go right into the tank. And one of the things I like to do is put them on the bottom. Why do I like to put them on the bottom? It's very simple. If you put the corals on the bottom, if they don't get enough light, they might turn out a little bit with less color, maybe not as vibrant, a little bit brown within the first week or so. But if you put them towards the middle, towards the top, if they get too much light, they're gonna bleach. Once the coral bleach, it's very hard to bring it back. However, if a coral doesn't get enough light, gets brown, it's very easy to bring it back to coloration by giving it better flow, better lighting, better nutrients, feeding them. It's a lot easier to bring a coral from brown to color than bringing a coral bleach into color. That's the reason for it. So always go all the way down with the coral, always. I don't care if it's an aquapora, I don't care what coral it is, I always go low until the coral gets acclimated for anywhere from 3 to 7 days. All right guys, for demonstration purposes, normally I will wait a week for the coral to be on the bottom of the tank, but we caught these corals about 2 weeks ago. I had them on the farm next door, so I know exactly the lighting that they need. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to glue them. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna cut the bottom of the pegs. Don't make a mess. Don't hit nobody in the face with them, they go flying. All right, so once you got the 3 of them cut, you're gonna grab some epoxy. You don't wanna grab a piece like that and you get too much white or too much green. You wanna mix the two together with your fingertips, always, so it doesn't stick to you. Mix it until it turns white. All right, you guys can see it's white now. So we're gonna grab about 3 nice little size of them. Just a little tiny glue. I put a little bit too much, so what I'm gonna do, you guys see that tiny little glue right there? So you're gonna grab the coral, glue, epoxy, and then you guys see all the glue that I put on that thing right there? We're gonna put a little more glue down there. You guys see that? Now, you go and you find a location where you wanna put this coral. Okay. So this is specific corals I'm putting in there. They're chalice corals. They like medium light. You can get them used to higher light, but to start, I recommend to start them in the middle. We're trying to get back into these chalice corals lately. The trend hasn't been there. It was a decade ago, it was booming. It's still one of my favorite corals. And last but not least, we have this beautiful blastomussa here. glue, epoxy, and a little bit more glue. So you see a lot of people, they have no patience whatsoever, and after they glue the coral 2 days later, they try to move it again, thinking that by putting it in a better position it's gonna do better. That's normally not the case. You have to give them several weeks before you can see what the coral is actually doing. Obviously keep an eye on the first week or so. See, is the coral looking brown? Is it bleaching? Is it getting too much flow? Is someone picking at them? So if after you put your corals in the tank, several days go by and you see any issues with the corals, rest assured we have one of the best guarantees. Also, we have one of the best customer service in the business also. It's open Monday through Friday. You can call us with any questions. We'll be glad to help you. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, give us a like, and if you have any comments, post them below. We'll be glad to answer them soon. We'll see you guys soon.